This old car is brought to you by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Sonic, drive-in for a change.
Boy, I hope I got my transmission hooked up right. Here we go. Oh, man, time to watch this old car again.
This old car. I'm Stephen Dale.
I'm Brent Popp.
And we're here. Well, what are we doing? We're hot rodding this 56 Chevy. If you tuned in last week, you saw what we did. I'll give you a quick overview. What we did is we walked around and showed you what the condition of our restoration project is in, and also talked about what we're going to do to it. We're going to go with a two-tone paint job, red and white, and we disassembled, we took the door out, we did our interior headliner, and our front end. And today, what are we going to do today?
We're going to pull the door off the other side, show you how to take the windows out of the back.
Back glass.
A little bit of lesson in cutting torch to pull some of the old exhaust down.
Show you how to get the good cutting torch, you know, so you don't spend all day trying to cut through that metal.
Watch the fire extinguisher.
And then we're going to pull the body off the frame, and after that we'll start on the front suspension and pull the rear end, and if we have time today, we're going to get all the way down to the bare frame. So that's what we're doing today, so stay tuned, and we'll see you back here in just a minute here on this old car. Okay, well, welcome back to this old car. We're inside the car right now. What we're going to do is we're going to take the door panel off so we can get to our hinge bolts. There's 3 bolts right here, 3 bolts down here holding the door onto the hinge. We got to get to those. We got to take our door panel off in order to get that way. So what we need to do is get our window handle and our door handle off. And there are 2 ways you can go about this. First of all, you can go to a discount store, automotive store, and buy one of these door handle tools. And what they are rigged up to do is pop the little clip off the back. All you do is slide them in from the front, and it loosens up the clip, and it pops the handle off. See, there's a little clip right there, and you slide that back on, so when you pop it on, it holds it on. The other way that mechanics do it, and is our little trick here, is we just take a shop towel. Now, if you're doing it at home, please don't use your wife's good dish towels or anything like that. Don't let her scream at you. And all you do is you just drag it in behind, and it pops the clip. Make sure you don't lose your clip. Usually it'll stick in the rag, and you get your door handle off and your window handles. It's real easy. Now all we have to do now is pull the door panel off here, and we have access to our 6 bolts holding our door onto our hinges. Right now I'm going to run out and get a, oh, here we go. I'm going to get an impact wrench here with a 9/16 socket on it. Yeah, grab my safety glasses, would you please? Safety glasses you always need to use, because I never did use them before, but man, they're extremely important. If you don't want to spend $5, $6, go out and get a good pair. You can get them for like $1.99 at most of your discount auto parts stores. But if your socket breaks loose, or if your extension breaks loose or anything, it could pop you in the eye and it could hurt. So what we do is we got 6 bolts here to take off. All right, we got it out.
2.
Yeah, shoot it. There should be a 3rd one in there somewhere. Ah, there it is on the outside of the door here.
Yeah, it's right here. I'll hold the weather strip back.
Okay.
8.
There goes our top hinge.
Okay. Watch your toes.
Out there, 2 more to go.
3, 2, 1.
Blast off. Get 1 more to go here.
All right.
And out comes our door. Don't strain yourself. Lift with the knees. Now what we're going to do is move on back here and show you how to take the back glass out. Okay. And once again, we got another window handle here. I'm going to leave that on just in case we need to roll the window back and forth or up and down in order to get the brackets out and get the window roller out just the right way.
Oh, you think of everything.
Yeah, of course. I've had to do that on some certain older cars.
Oh, that's using your head for something like
Okay,
the
first of all, we got our 2 bolts out down here. Then we got there's a window runner that's rolling down this way, which you got to take that's the window runner, what it's called. Now what that does is it holds the glass in place as you roll it up and down. So you got to take that out in order to free the glass up. I got 2 screws down here already loosened up.
Oh, that's sort of like a window track, isn't it?
Yeah, window track.
Ooh, you don't want to get out of track after you have the car put back together.
Or get off track.
Off track.
And back here, since the way these 56 and 55, 56, 57 Chevy windows roll, they roll down at an angle. They pivot back here.
Oh, yeah.
So what we got to do is we got to take this pivot point out. Take these screws out here.
It's almost like you've been there, done that.
Yeah, well, I did the other side already, so I know what I'm doing.
Oh.
Then you just pop this out. You reach through your little access panel here, and you pull out your pivot brace.
I was wondering what you were doing all day long yesterday.
And before you take your window out, hold on, you see what's holding that there?
No, there's a little roller.
Yeah, there's a little roller right here that holds pressure up against the glass so it doesn't slide around.
Oh, rather.
So, got that loosened up, so go ahead and take that out. What was that? Are the police here again?
Where's Andy?
I don't know. Andy's sick. That's why I'm all dirty right now, because I got to work today because everybody else is
on vacation.
out with a cold or on vacation.
Whoa.
Okay, let's go ahead and get that window handle off.
Well, hold it. Don't want to drop that.
Okay. Yeah. It's a really good tool to invest in. I like that there. All right, 2 more screws. Hold on to the glass.
Okay.
All right. Get those screws out. So what we have to do is
What do I do now? Jiggle it a little bit?
hold the glass
Just
up.
hold it up? Okay.
And I got to jiggle this out and slide it out of the window runner.
If this is California, we just let the ground shake and it comes out by itself, I think, doesn't it?
There we go. There's our guide rail. That was
all right.
part of our problem right there. Get that out of the way and then slide that out of the bottom of the glass.
Wow.
Now let's tilt the glass down in the back.
Down and back.
Down in the front, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm backwards.
Well, it depends on which side you're on.
And let it tip down.
Roll it out, huh?
Pull it out this way.
If this was a convertible, it'd be easier. Oh, it wouldn't hit the top.
Yeah, if it was
Oh, I
convertible, just
see.
take the top off first.
Right.
That's something to point out. Folks, if you have a convertible, take the top off first before you take the glass
I
out.
see. We'll have to
Makes it a lot
de-rust
easier.
that and put a new liner in there when we do that, but that'll be...
Yeah, let's show folks here. This liner right here. Now this is only stuck in with a piece of rubber that fits in there and it holds it stiff against the glass. This is your glass free and clear of your holder there.
You can buy the rubber at a glass company. It's rather inexpensive.
Right. You just cut a little piece and you stick it in there and you soap and water up your glass really good and then you stick in with maybe a rubber hammer. You pound it in
Tap it
where
on.
it stays in and it holds the glass to the rail there.
But if you bought a windshield, they might even give it to you. It'd probably be hidden in the bill somewhere.
Okay, well that cleans up the inside of our car here and inside of our rear door panel. It also gives us, now we got plenty of room to take out our window lace. And from here we're gonna get out of the outside of the car and we're gonna go now to raising up the body and we're gonna take off the rest of the exhaust we have, pull out our body bolts, and then we're gonna take our body off of our frame. So we'll do that in 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Welcome back to This Old Car. Nice to see y'all. Anyway, we got the car up on the lift right now. What we're going to do is we're going to cut out our exhaust. I don't know if you saw, this is some old farmer boy or whatever. We got some baling wire here on the exhaust, and plus he's got 2 glass packs. Now, normally you put 1 on each side. He's got 2 running down one side. I guess double your pleasure, double your fun.
More gooder.
More gooder, yeah. Instead of messing with your tailpipe, sometimes you can't get your tailpipes up and over your rear end, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut our pipe right about here. Brent's going to demonstrate how to do that, how to get a good cut, and also some safety features he's going to cover over. So Brent, why don't you tell people what you're going to do, talk about first.
Okay, safety and use. First of all, have one of these. I lit a car on fire one time, a Volkswagen. Thankfully, it was a parts car. 5 minutes, it was gone. The flames were dying down. You don't have time. So have that ready. Read the instructions first. You know how to turn the thing on. On the torch, a half a turn on the bottle is all you need. It's high pressure gas. That'll be plenty. That way if you have a hose catch on fire, you can turn it off real fast and won't blow the place up. The acetylene, no more than 15 pounds, and then probably about 30 on the oxygen. Put your welding glasses on.
Those are welding glasses?
Welding glasses.
I thought those were cataract glasses.
Oh.
My grandfather used to drive with those all the time.
Well, I moonlight at night playing the piano. So the oxygen stays on. You regulate it up at the top one. Turn the acetylene off. give it a crack, maybe an eighth of a turn, strike it. You'll turn the oxygen on, and when the flame comes down to where it just meets the cone, comes into focus, that's your hottest flame right there.
Yeah, I don't think get a shot of that. I can see it too. It's how the flame extends. You bring it down just to where it meets the cone of the flames coming out of your tip, right?
Yes, and after the metal's molten, you'll push this lever. That'll shoot oxygen to it. It burns, it oxidizes, and there's sparks all over it. Watch your field of sparks. You don't light a box of whatever on fire that's flammable, air hoses, cans of gasoline.
And again, at home, if you haven't done this before, don't go out and buy a acetylene torch without getting some instructions or taking some safety classes before you start using it on your own vehicle or at your own house. Now, you can go ahead and see the flame. I'm going to turn my eyes away because you're watching it through the lens, and the lens of the camera will actually, your eyes won't burn out while you're watching this, okay? So go ahead and start cutting.
May want a welder's cap also. I don't have much hair anymore to catch the sparks, and you can feel them. Okay, one last little bit.
Okay, we're free.
There it is. Turn the acetylene off first, not the oxygen, the acetylene. Flames out, then you may turn your oxygen off.
And then shut your bottles off.
Shut the bottles off.
You'll save on your gases because lots of times
They leak.
They leak, yeah. And it's always good to have somebody there next to you if you're going to be cutting. That way, in case a spark flies and sets something on fire and you're so busy watching it you don't see it, somebody's there to spot you. Kind of like when you're lifting weights. Now all we got to do is disconnect this little bolt right here, pull our bracket, and we can pull this part of our exhaust off. Careful that tip.
It's hot on the end too. It didn't take me long to look at it.
It's called a glass pack, but so much dirt came out, it's more like a dirt pack.
Dirt pack.
You can get that cowboy baling wire off the
Is
back.
that kind of like a beauty secret, a mud pack? Is this a dirt pack?
Mud pack, dirt pack, glass pack. And get our exhaust out. Okay, real quick, we'll get some impacts in here. We're going to take our body bolts off. So let's grab some wrenches and do that. Okay. Right now we're working on getting the front and body bolts out. We've already got them loosened up. Right now they were finger tight.
Mine's out.
Yours is out?
Yeah.
Of course,
Need a wrench?
mine's giving me a little trouble here.
Okay.
Need a 9/16.
There you go. I think I'll go ahead and take the impact and take these out over here. They're pretty well stuck in there.
Well, what's happening is all this dirt and grime got in there. I need another 9/16 for it.
Well, we're lucky we're able to walk underneath this thing. I've had times where I've had to roll around on the floor.
Yeah, it's nice to have a lift.
Yeah. If you do it on the floor, use jack stands, good quality ones, not cinder blocks. They'll crush.
That's right.
Same
Use
with
only
wooden beams.
approved equipment when you're going to get underneath a vehicle. And anytime you use a jack stand too, anytime you use a lift, use a jack stand. A little corroded here, but not bad. Now these ones on front need to be backup. Need to have backup, which means you need a wrench on top and a wrench on the bottom. Then you get them out. The ones Brent's got right now are just impact out. We just had the two up front that need backup, and the two on the rear. There seems to be 8 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side, so there's 10 altogether. We got all the ones underneath here out, and I want to disconnect the battery cable here. They got a battery cable. This car was set up for racing. They're running the battery cable all along the frame. So I want to disconnect it from our firewall so it stays with the frame, and I'll pull the battery cables out of the trunk too. So that way, when we pull the body off, the battery cables don't stick.
I think we're pretty much free. Everything's attached to the body that I don't think will get caught on anything.
Gas line.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I think I already loosened that up. Just got it finger tight here.
There's a wire up there also. Pull that off.
Okay, for the sending unit.
Right, and then put the nut back on there so we don't lose it.
Right. That's always a good way to do that. If you got a nut or something like that you take off, or a bolt, if it can stay with the part, just screw it back into the threads. That way you don't lose them. Okay, get this gas line loose, and then we'll drop it down, get those 2 bolts out of the trunk, and we'll be okay. Okay.
I'm Stephen Dale. I'm here at the Sonic at 82nd University. I'm here with Terry Russell. Terry, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
And what we're here for, we're showing off Terry's 55 Chevy Bel Air. Tell us a little bit about it, Terry.
It's a 55 Bel Air two-door hardtop. We bought the car in '93. Needed a lot of work. I've gone into it. We put a new paint job, motor, transmission, wheels, tires, brakes.
Did you do all the work yourself, or did you have it done?
I did it all myself.
Yeah, that's a stand-up guy there, Terry. And now you told me that this car originally was pink and gray.
Yeah, it was coral and gray.
Coral and gray, or pink and gray?
Coral and gray.
Pink and gray.
Yeah, pink and gray.
Okay, coral and gray. Yeah, it doesn't want to sound like a woman. It was the first 1956 Mary Kay car, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it's a 55. So, and you also the president of the Caprock Classic Car Club, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, is there any other cars just like this that you got in there? Or are they all?
Well, yeah, just a few minutes ago we saw another 55 that was nearly identical to
I don't know,
mine.
looked like a twin car or something like that. Well, we're doing a 56 on the show right now. How about a race-off when it gets done?
Sure.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. All right, that's it for now. We'll see you back at this old car.
Oh, got it. Okay, that's our last body bolt.
Yeah, to get your blood going.
Huh?
Get your blood
Truck
pumping.
off. We got 2 bolts holding it on.
I think you get one of them, Bill.
Kind of rough there, huh? Didn't know your skin was that rough. Okay, go ahead. Let me get this side here. Okay. We're doing this so we get all the weight off as possible before you lift your body off your frame. Go ahead. Especially if you're not using a lift, folks, you want to get as much weight off as possible. That's why we're going to remove the glass as soon as we get the trunk set over here. We brought back Mark Fisher from Fisher Auto Trim. Mark, how you doing?
Good, Stephen.
Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. Let me get this last piece of chrome off here so you guys don't break or have to damage anything. This is our windshield wiper chrome. Now, folks, if you don't have plastic baggies, you just want to use Coke flats to keep parts like this, chrome pieces and windshield wiper pieces in order so you know where they go. If you're on a diet, use a Diet Coke flat. Now, we get these guys from Fisher Auto Trim to show us the proper way. Now, Mark, what I'm talking about here is what I told you on the phone is I've taken them off with gaskets before and I've taken them off with chrome trim. These older cars have gaskets and chrome trim. So I didn't want to damage the chrome. So
Well, what we do, a car this old, is we're going to save the windshield. So we're just going to cut the old gasket off, and the windshield will just set right out.
Okay, because we're going to try and save this windshield. There's no cracks in it or chips. There's just some scratch marks. We're going to try and polish that out. If not, then we'll have to replace it. But
Well, if you can feel the scratch, you can't polish it out.
can't. Okay.
But we're going to show you how to pull it out anyway.
Alrighty.
First, we cut the inside of the rubber out. The rubber is real hard and brittle, and sometimes it'll just break off on a car this old.
Yeah, we got new ones ordered. So.
And then after you get the rubber cut out, you just push it out.
Oh, you don't have to take the chrome off on the bottom?
You don't have to take it off till after you pull the windshield out.
Aha, I see.
Set it off the bottom.
Pull the gasket out with it.
Okay. Okay.
All
Find a
right.
good place to put it.
Okay, just set it over there next to our, put it on the cedar over there somewhere, and now we'll move on to the back glass.
You know, this is a chrome stainless steel molding.
Okay, let me see that screwdriver now, see if I can do it myself without damaging it. I can see the little clips in there.
These moldings, incidentally, can be just polished. They're stainless steel. You can polish them right up to look like brand new.
That's what we're going to do, so we can, instead of ordering new ones here, I'm not getting this one to pop. Of course, they do stick. Get one to pop.
See that? Oh, start right there.
Did I go too far?
Sometimes you have trouble at one end, start at the other end.
Yeah. Well, Jerry's got a good start at the other end there.
You get it around that corner, it'll just come off.
Okay, here he comes. Coming around the bend there. There we go. All right.
side, just cup your hand. Just pat it right out of there.
Cup your hand so you don't break it.
Cup your hand. Don't slap it flat, especially if you got on a wedding ring.
All right.
If you work on these too long, you won't have a wedding ring.
There we got our glass out. All right, well, let's give the guys from Fisher Trim a hand for helping us out. All right. Save us a little bit of money on our trim there. Thanks again, Mark, for coming out.
Stephen.
Appreciate it. Now we're ready to reset our mounts on our jack and raise our body up. All right, we got our glass out now. It's time to take the body out the frame. Dave, go ahead and start lifting it up. We'll check it and make sure. We've cleared it out already before to make sure that nothing's catching on it. Our body's coming off real clean. We can roll our frame out.
Looking real fine. Away we go.
Okay, that's good, Dave. Now, that gets our body off our frame. That gets us ready to strip our body down. We'll get all our bolts out. We'll get all our wiring out. And we're going to document where all our wiring goes. Next week, we'll show you how that works and how we get the body ready to strip and take it to the sandblaster. And also next week, we're going to show you the safety precautions and the procedures of taking the front suspension apart and the rear differential. We're going to take that out, and we're going to get a new differential. We're not going to go with that old one. If anybody wants it, give us a call. Area code 806-748-0771. We'll sell the rear end out of this because we're going to go with a modern, late model.
Posi-track unit.
Okay.
Easy to get parts, reliable.
Yeah, and it's going to, because of the strength of the engine that we're going to put in this thing, we're going to need a stronger rear end.
Be a lot cheaper also.
Yeah, so that'll be a really good show next week. And also after we get the frame sandblasted, we're going to take it out to quality coatings and have it powder coated. That's something we didn't talk about last time. We painted our frame on the last show, or on our pilot episode with our truck. We're going to powder coat this frame. We're going to show you that process. So we'll see you next week. So tune in next week for this old car. We'll see you then.